Hello everybody. Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today, we will dive deep into the captivating drama unfolding in Port Charles as we preview the explosive events set for Friday, July. Hello guys. From heated poolside confrontations to intense interrogations at the PCPD, and whispered secrets that could change everything, this day promises to be a roller coaster of emotions and shocking revelations. Buckle up as we explore every intricate detail, adding fresh perspectives, expanded storylines, and new elements to paint a vivid picture of the chaos and intrigue gripping our favorite characters. Poolside tensions, a family fractured. At the shimmering Metro Court pool, a seemingly innocent day takes a dramatic turn as Willow Tate unexpectedly crosses paths with her son, Wiley Corinthos, and his father, Michael Corinthos. Michael, ever the protective father, has brought Wiley for a much-anticipated swimming lesson under the golden afternoon sun. The scene is initially filled with innocent laughter, with Wiley splashing in the shallow end under Michael's watchful eye. However, the atmosphere shifts when Willow arrives, her expression a mix of longing and hesitation as she watches her little boy from a distance. Her presence instantly casts a shadow over the light-hearted moment, and Michael's protective instincts kick into high gear. Torn between allowing Wiley a fleeting moment of joy with his mother and shielding him from the emotional turmoil of their fractured family, Michael's tone hardens. "We can't keep doing this, Willow." Wiley's already struggling to understand why things are the way they are. "Let's not confuse him further," he urges, his voice laced with both frustration and pain. Willow, her eyes brimming with tears, nods reluctantly but lingers just a moment longer, her heart clearly aching. As Michael swiftly gathers Wiley's things and guides him away from the pool, a small crowd of onlookers can't help but notice the tension, whispering among themselves about the ongoing Corinthos family saga. Could this brief encounter be the spark that reignites unresolved feelings or deepens the divide? Lulu and Laura, a dangerous plan unfolds. Meanwhile, across town, a clandestine conversation is brewing between Lulu Spencer and her mother, Laura Collins, and the quiet elegance of Laura's office. The topic at hand is nothing short of explosive. So far is Laura willing to go to protect her family from the escalating mob violence that threatens to engulf Port Charles. Lulu, ever the determined investigator, leans in with intensity, her words sharp and probing. "Mom, we can't just sit back and watch this unfold. If taking Sunny down is what it takes to keep everyone safe, are you in?" she challenges, her eyes searching Laura's face for any sign of agreement. Laura, a seasoned matriarch who has navigated countless storms in Port Charles, visibly wrestles with the moral implications of such a drastic step. Her history with Sunny is complicated, tense allies, now strained by years of conflict and betrayal. She paces the room, her fingers nervously tracing the edge of her desk, before responding with measured caution. "Lulu, you know I want nothing more than peace for this town, but crossing Sunny Corinthos is like stepping into a lion's den. We'd need ironclad proof and a plan with no room for error." Could this conversation mark the beginning of a daring alliance to dismantle Sunny's empire? Or will Laura's reservations keep them from taking action? The stakes couldn't be higher as whispers of mob wars grow louder. Young minds, big secrets. Emma, Rocco, and Danny. Over at a local diner, a trio of young Port Charles residents, Emma Scorpio Drake, Rocco Falconeri, and Danny Morgan, huddle over milkshakes, their conversation taking a surprisingly serious turn. Emma, always the voice of reason with a touch of boldness inherited from her grandmother Anna Devane, leans across the table, her voice low but firm. "Rocco, you've got to dig deeper. If there's something in that file with your name on it at Brooklyn Quartermain's office, don't you think you deserve to know what it is?" she urges, her eyes glinting with curiosity. Rocco, visibly torn, drums his fingers on the table, his mind racing with possibilities. Could the file hold answers about his family's tangled past, or perhaps a secret that Brooklyn has been guarding with fierce loyalty? Danny, quieter but equally intrigued, adds, "Whatever it is, man, we've got your back." But Emma's right, truth matters. This moment of youthful determination could set Rocco on a path of discovery, one that might unearth long-buried secrets tied to the Quartermain dynasty. What might they find, and will it bring them closer together or tear their fragile bonds apart? Deception and demise, Brooklyn's shocking update. Speaking of Brooklyn Quartermain, the drama surrounding her escalates as she prepares to deliver devastating news to Maxie Jones during a late afternoon meeting at Deception's sleek headquarters. The air is thick with tension as Brooklyn, her usual confidence wavering, sits Maxie down with a grave expression. "Maxie, brace yourself. Our latest investment deal has fallen through, and there's more. Natalia Ramirez is gone," she reveals, her voice trembling with the weight of the words. Maxie, known for her composure under pressure, visibly reels from the double blow. Natalia's sudden demise, rumored to be tied to the dangerous underbelly of Port Charles, sends shockwaves through their already precarious business venture. As the two women grapple with the fallout, questions swirl. Was Natalia's fate sealed by her own risky alliances? And how will this loss impact Deception's future? With financial ruin looming and whispers of foul play growing louder, Brooklyn and Maxie must navigate this crisis with cunning and grit, their partnership tested like never before. Tracy's warning and Gio's loyalty. At the Metro Court pool, another Quartermain, the formidable Tracy Quartermain, confronts Giovanni Joe Palmieri under the guise of a casual visit. But Tracy's piercing gaze and urgent tone betray her true intent. "Joe, listen to me carefully. Your life is in danger, and Sonny Corinthos is the reason why," she warns, her voice a mix of maternal concern and steely resolve. She gestures toward the bustling pool area, as if to emphasize how easily danger could strike in even the most public of places. Joe, a young man caught between loyalty and self-preservation, bristles at the accusation. "Mrs. Quartermain, with all due respect, Sonny's looked out for me. Why should I believe he'd turn on me now?" he counters, his defiance masking a flicker of doubt. Tracy, undeterred, presses on, weaving a tale of Sonny's alleged involvement in recent violent incidents. Will Joe heed Tracy's dire warning, or will his trust in Sonny blind him to the gathering storm? This confrontation adds another layer to the intricate web of alliances and enmities in Port Charles. Sonny under fire, a battle at the PCPD. Downtown at the PCPD, Sonny Corinthos finds himself in the hot seat as Assistant District Attorney Justine Turner conducts a relentless interrogation regarding Natalia Ramirez's untimely death. The stark, cold room buzzes with tension as Turner, armed with a dossier of circumstantial evidence, fixes Sonny with an unrelenting stare. "Mr. Corinthos, let's cut to the chase. You're in deep trouble, and a plea deal might be your only way out," she states, her voice dripping with authority. Sonny, ever the seasoned player in this game of cat and mouse, leans back in his chair, a smirk playing on his lips. "If you had anything solid, I'd be in cuffs right now. Why should I trust a word you say?" he retorts, his tone laced with skepticism. As the grilling intensifies, Sonny mentally maps out his next move, knowing his trusted attorney, Diane Miller, is just a call away to navigate this legal minefield. Could Turner's pressure tactics unravel Sonny, or will he outmaneuver her once again? The outcome of this clash could shift the power dynamics in Port Charles for good. Dante and Jason, a search for truth. Elsewhere, Dante Falconeri meets with Jason Morgan in a dimly lit alley near the docks, their conversation charged with urgency. Dante, driven by his duty as a detective, cuts straight to the point. "Jason, I need to know, do I keep chasing these masked men who started the fire, or are they already 6 feet under somewhere in the woods?" he asks, his tone a mix of frustration and suspicion. Jason, his expression as unreadable as ever, meets Dante's gaze with stony silence before responding. "I haven't found them yet, Dante. But when I do, you'll know what needs to be done," he says cryptically, leaving Dante to wonder just how far Jason is willing to go. Rumors swirl that Jen Sidwell, a shadowy figure with ties to Selena Wu, orchestrated the fire as part of a larger frame-up against Sonny. With Lucas Jones recently predicting an all-out mob war between Sidwell and Sonny, the stakes couldn't be higher. Will Dante and Jason's uneasy alliance hold, or will their differing methods tear them apart before the truth comes to light? Next, we will delve into the fiery chaos and emotional turmoil gripping Port Charles as we preview the intense events following the shocking fire at Charlie's Pub. In this expanded exploration, we uncover the layers of danger, survival, and psychological strain surrounding Christina Corinthos Davis and her family. From the menacing presence of a ruthless mob boss to the potential for tragic consequences and mental health crises, this storyline promises to keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Let's immerse ourselves in the drama with fresh details and inventive twists while staying true to the heart of the original narrative. A blazing inferno, Christina's narrow escape. In the heart of Port Charles, Charlie's Puba beloved local haunt becomes the epicenter of terror as flames devour the establishment in a vicious arson attack. On Tuesday, July 1, 2025, a chilling preview shows the bar owner standing outside, helplessly watching as the inferno consumes the building, with thick black smoke billowing into the night sky. Inside, just moments before the blaze erupted, Christina Corinthos Davis was caught unaware, tending to last-minute tasks after an employee called in sick. Her presence at the pub was a stroke of unfortunate timing, placing her directly in harm's way. Yet, miraculously, Christina emerges from the chaos, seen coughing and shaken but alive as emergency responders swarm the scene. However, her survival might only be the beginning of her ordeal. Witnesses report that Christina, stubborn and determined to downplay her trauma, brushes off suggestions to seek immediate medical attention. "I'm fine, I just need a minute," she insists to a concerned bystander, her voice hoarse from the smoke. But could this defiance mask a deeper issue, such as smoke inhalation or unseen injuries sustained during her frantic escape through the back door? As the embers of Charlie's pub cool, the question looms, will Christina's refusal to get checked out lead to a sudden collapse, transforming this tale of survival into a heart-wrenching tragedy? The shadow of Jen Sidwell, a mobster's deadly game. The sinister force behind this catastrophic event points directly to Jen Sidwell, a notorious mob boss who has recently cast a dark shadow over Port Charles. Known for his cunning ability to evade capture, Sidwell operates with ruthless precision, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. His arrival in town has put every resident on high alert, as his criminal empire stretches far beyond petty crimes into orchestrated acts of violence. Rumors swirl that Sidwell is the mastermind not only behind the attack on Charlie's, but also the vicious assault that left Michael Corinthos nursing serious injuries just weeks prior. In a chilling detail uncovered from recent surveillance footage, Sidwell was spotted days before the fire, meticulously flipping through a collection of photographs in a dimly lit warehouse. Among them was a candid shot of Christina, her face circled in red ink, a clear indication of his targeted intent. Sources suggest Sidwell's motive is to send an unmistakable message to Sonny Corinthos, Christina's father, signaling that no one in his family is safe from his wrath. The attack on Charlie's pub, executed by masked men dousing the interior with gasoline before igniting a fireball, as seen in the episode aired on Monday, June 30th, was a calculated strike meant to instill fear. Will Sonny retaliate with equal ferocity, or will Sidwell's reign of terror continue to tighten its grip on Port Charles? Family reactions, relief turns to fear. In the immediate aftermath of the fire, emotions run high among Christina's loved ones, painting a vivid picture of relief tinged with lingering dread. Early in the week, Molly Lansing Davis, Christina's sister, breathes a sigh of relief upon hearing that Christina escaped the inferno relatively unscathed. The news comes as a bomb to Molly, who was pictured pacing anxiously outside the hospital, clutching her phone for updates while firefighters battled the blaze. "Thank God she's okay," Molly murmurs to herself, her relief palpable as she embraces a family friend who brings her the update. Yet, as the week progresses, the mood shifts dramatically. By Friday, a sense of unease creeps into the family dynamic, with whispers circulating that Christina's condition might not be as stable as initially thought. Could delayed symptoms of smoke inhalation or an unnoticed injury from her escape, perhaps a minor burn or a twisted ankle, begin to manifest, casting doubt on her recovery? The tension peaks as Alexis Davis, Christina's fierce and protective mother, confronts Sonny with raw and filtered anger. "I will not lose another daughter, Sonny. This has to stop," she rages, her voice breaking under the weight of past grief over Sam McCall's tragic death. The pain of that loss, coupled with the fresh trauma of the fire, fuels Alexis's outburst. Is this a sign that Christina's health has taken a dangerous turn, or is Alexis's fear a premonition of darker days ahead? Hidden wounds, physical and emotional scars. While Christina's physical survival is a miracle, the invisible wounds, both physical and psychological, may prove to be her greatest challenge yet. Onlookers at the scene reported seeing her emerge from the burning pub with soot-streaked cheeks and trembling hands, her breaths coming in shallow gasps. Despite this, Christina waves off paramedics, determined to prove she's tougher than the ordeal. But medical experts warn that smoke inhalation can have delayed effects, such as respiratory distress or even carbon monoxide poisoning, which might not surface for hours or even days. Could Christina's bravado lead to a sudden medical emergency? Perhaps a collapse while she's alone, far from help. Beyond the body, her mind bears the brunt of this near-death experience. Christina's mental health history is a rocky terrain, marked by moments of intense emotional instability. The fire, with its roaring flames and suffocating heat, might have rekindled buried traumas, pushing her to the edge. Friends note a haunted look in her eyes post-incident, as if she's reliving the terror in every quiet moment. Will the psychological toll manifest as erratic behavior, or will Christina find a way to confide in someone before it's too late? Her family watches with bated breath, praying she doesn't spiral into a breakdown that could alter her life forever. A mother's burden, Alexis faces impossible choices. For Alexis Davis, the fire at Charlie's pub is more than just another crisis. It's a stark reminder of her ongoing battle to shield Christina from harm, both external and internal. Already grappling with the fallout of blackmail orchestrated by Rick Lansing and Ava Jerome, Alexis has poured every ounce of her strength into protecting her daughter. Late at night, she's seen poring over legal documents in her office, determined to outmaneuver her adversaries while keeping Christina's past struggles under wraps. But the fire shatters any illusion of control, leaving Alexis to question if her efforts have been enough. In a poignant moment outside the charred remains of Charlie's, Alexis clenches her fists, her face etched with despair as she contemplates Christina's state of mind. Could this incident be the breaking point, pushing Christina into a mental health crisis that Alexis has long feared? I thought I was doing everything right, keeping her safe, Alexis confides to a close friend, her voice trembling. But what if I've been blind to how much she's been hurting? The question haunts her. Should she have sought professional help for Christina sooner? Perhaps even considering commitment to a facility for intensive care? Or will Alexis cling to hope, blaming external forces like Sonny or Sidwell while excusing Christina's potential unraveling as a reaction to trauma? The weight of these decisions presses heavily on her shoulders, shaping the path forward for their fractured family. The road ahead, survival or collapse. As the smoke clears over Port Charles, the repercussions of the Charlie's pub fire ripple through the lives of Christina and those who love her. The town buzzes with speculation. Some whisper that Christina's lucky escape is just the calm before the storm, while others fear Sidwell's next move could target an even more personal mark. At a local cafe, patrons discuss the incident over coffee, theorizing whether Sonny will unleash his full might against Sidwell or if Christina's health, both body and mind, will falter under the strain. A friend of the family, overhearing the chatter, mutters, "She looked like a ghost after getting out of there. I hope someone's keeping an eye on her." The coming days will test Christina's resilience and her family's unity like never before. Will she heed warnings to seek medical care and covering hidden injuries before they become life-threatening? Or will her mental state deteriorate, leading to actions that even Alexis can't rationalize? And with Sidwell's shadow looming larger, how will Sonny respond to this blatant attack on his daughter's safety? One thing is certain: Port Charles is a tinderbox, and the smallest spark could ignite an all-out war. Next, we will explore an inspiring off-screen moment with one of our favorite stars, Steve Burton, who recently shared a powerful message about personal energy and life's priorities. Known for his iconic role on ABC General Hospital, Burton took to social media to deliver a motivational pep talk that has resonated deeply with fans. In this extended article, we'll dive into the essence of his message, add vibrant details to paint a fuller picture, and introduce fresh elements to highlight the impact of his words. Join us as we unpack this uplifting story of energy, personal growth, and the heartfelt connection Burton maintains with his audience. A bold message on energy, Steve Burton's Instagram reel. On a sunny Saturday, Steve Burton, the beloved actor behind some of General Hospital's most memorable storylines, lit up Instagram with a profound reel that stopped fans in their tracks. With a commanding yet relatable tone, he looked directly into the camera and declared, "Stop handing out your energy like it's free samples at a supermarket." His analogy struck a chord, evoking images of casually giving away something invaluable without a second thought. Filmed against the backdrop of a serene park, with birds chirping faintly in the background, Burton's intensity was palpable as he urged viewers to reconsider how they distribute their inner strength. In the caption accompanying the reel, Burton expanded on this concept with poetic clarity. "You've felt it, haven't you? When someone strides into a room and their energy just radiates, whether it's a vibrant high that lifts everyone or a heavy low that drags the mood down," he wrote, inviting followers to reflect on their own experiences. He described personal energy as a sacred treasure, a force that fuels one's inner peace, drives purpose, and empowers resilience. "Guard it fiercely," he advised, emphasizing that energy should be invested only in places and people where it can grow, not vanish into thin air. This message, delivered with such sincerity, felt like a personal call to action for many of his followers, prompting them to reevaluate their daily interactions. Energy as currency, philosophy for life. Delving deeper into his metaphor, Burton framed energy as a form of currency, a precious resource that must be spent wisely. In his Instagram post, he elaborated, "Energy is currency. Pour it into spaces where it multiplies with positivity, not where it's drained without return." This wasn't just a catchy phrase, it was a philosophy for living intentionally. Imagine, he seemed to suggest, treating your emotional and mental energy like a limited bank account. Every expenditure should yield value, whether in the form of joy, growth, or meaningful connection. To bring this idea to life, picture a bustling coffee shop in Port Charles where Burton might have conceptualized this thought. Perhaps over a strong espresso, he observed people around him, some laughing with friends, their energy infectious, while others slumped over their phones, visibly depleted by unseen burdens. This contrast likely inspired his words, reinforcing his belief that we must be selective with where we direct our vitality. For fans, this resonated as a reminder to step away from toxic relationships or draining situations, whether it's a demanding job or a one-sided friendship, and instead nurture bonds that recharge the soul. Burton's wisdom here serves as a beacon, guiding his audience toward a more balanced and fulfilling life. Fan reactions, a wave of support and birthday cheer. The response to Burton's post was nothing short of electric, as fans flooded the comments section with admiration and personal reflections. Within hours, hundreds of replies poured in, with one longtime supporter echoing his sentiment passionately. "I've been saying this for years. Your energy is your currency, spend it with care." Others couldn't help but praise Burton's own uplifting aura, with a dedicated viewer noting, "Steve, you're incredible. I've followed your journey on General Hospital for decades, and your positive vibe always shines through. Keep inspiring us." The outpouring of love showcased how deeply his words and his presence touched his audience. Adding a special layer to the interaction, many fans realized the timing of the post coincided with Burton's birthday, turning the comments into a virtual celebration. Messages like "Happy birthday, Steve. Wishing you endless happiness," and "You're not aging, you're just getting better with every year," filled the thread with warmth. One particularly touching note came from a fan reminiscing about a past birthday wish last year. "I hoped all your dreams would come true, and look at you now thriving. Continued joy, my friend. Happy birthday." These heartfelt greetings painted a picture of a tight-knit community, gathered digitally around Burton, celebrating not just his milestone but the positivity he brings into their lives. A journey of well-being, Burton's personal evolution. Steve Burton's commitment to well-being and positivity isn't just a recent meets a cornerstone of his life, especially evident since his temporary departure from General Hospital in 2021. During that hiatus, Burton turned inward, focusing on his mental and physical health with a discipline that inspired many. Sources close to the actor revealed he spent mornings jogging along coastal trails, embracing meditation to center himself, and prioritizing family time to ground his spirit. This period of self-care wasn't just about recovery, it was about rebuilding, emerging stronger and more attuned to what truly matters. When Burton made his triumphant return to the show, fans rejoiced, flooding social media with hashtags like "Stevie's back" and "Family." Their excitement wasn't just about seeing him on screen again but witnessing the renewed energy he brought to his craft. Now, through regular posts, Burton gives back to his community, sharing insights on resilience, personal growth, and maintaining a hopeful outlook. Whether it's a quick video from his home gym or a thoughtful caption about overcoming obstacles, his content consistently motivates followers to prioritize their own well-being. His journey stands as a testament to the idea that energy, when nurtured, can become a powerful force for transformation. Milestones and joy. Personal life updates. Adding to the wave of positivity surrounding Burton, fans recently celebrated news of his marriage to Michelle Lundstrom, a milestone that marked a new chapter of happiness in his life. The wedding, described by close friends as an intimate affair held under a canopy of twinkling lights on a quiet beach at sunset, symbolized a union of love and mutual support. Social media buzzed with congratulations, as admirers noted how Burton's life seems to be in a beautifully balanced place, professionally thriving and personally fulfilled. "So thrilled for you, Steve. Your joy is contagious," wrote one follower, capturing the collective sentiment. Beyond marriage, Burton's personal anecdotes continue to endear him to his audience. In a light-hearted recent post, he playfully claimed the ability to predict the future, though not in a supernatural sense. With a chuckle during a casual live stream from his backyard, he told fans, "Show me your daily habits, and I'll show you where you'll be in 5 years, dressed in a simple tee." With his dog playfully barking in the background, he elaborated, "Your routin's good or bad, map out your path. Want a different future? Start with today's choices." This practical wisdom struck a nerve, with fans commenting on how his grounded advice feels like a conversation with a trusted friend, further solidifying his role as a source of inspiration. A lasting impact. Why fans cherish Burton's words. Steve Burton's message about energy as currency isn't just a fleeting social media moment, it's a philosophy that lingers, encouraging introspection among his vast following. Picture a young fan, perhaps a single parent juggling endless responsibilities, scrolling through Instagram late at night and stumbling upon Burton's reel. His words might prompt them to set boundaries, to say no to a draining commitment, and yes to a moment of self-care, like a quiet evening with a favorite book. This ripple effect, from a simple post to real-life change, underscores Burton's influence beyond the screen. Fans love his motivational content because it feels authentic, born from his own trials and triumphs. Whether he's navigating the intense drama of Port Charles or sharing life lessons online, Burton's energy has currents multiplies in the lives of those who admire him. As one commenter put it, "Steve, your posts always come at the right time. They remind me to value myself. Thank you." It's this genuine connection that keeps his audience coming back, eager for both his on-screen performances and off-screen insights. So, what do you think of Burton's advice to safeguard your energy and spend it where it grows? How has his positivity touched your life? Welcome back to the inspiring world of ABC General Hospital, where even off-screen moments with stars like Steve Burton offer lessons worth cherishing. Stay tuned for more updates on your favorite characters and the real-life stories behind them. Share your thoughts on Steve's message in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest news and spoilers.